Legend of Total War here, with the new campaign series for Total War Attila. So I'm going to be playing a campaign today that has been on my to-do list for a while, but I never really got around to it, probably just because it was ranked on a little bit on the easy side, comparatively in terms of Total War Attila. But we're going to be playing the Sassanid Empire on Legendary difficulty, and it's just going to be a regular Let's Play. Last time I played this game was with the White Huns, but as much as I enjoy the cavalry tactics, I don't really like just going around burning everything down. I like building an empire rather than just be focused on destruction. Probably part of the reason why I sometimes don't enjoy this game very much. But anyway, playing as Assassinate should be quite enjoyable. Should be a pretty relaxed Let's Play, hopefully. We'll just see how we go. Even on Legendary difficulty, I don't imagine this is going to be too much of a challenge. There'll be times in which there will be difficult battles. It's not like we're going to just steamroll this. Anyway, watch the video and I'll talk more later.
The air was filled with smoke and blood. What the Romans stole, the East reclaimed with vengeance. As Emperor Valerian discovered when his love of wealth was rewarded with molten gold. Rome was the city of lies. They insulted the desert, but never conquered eastern lands, for they were weak and divided. Arrogance was punished. And behold, a red horse, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth. The men of the East forged their spears in the fires of truth, and purged the world of darkness. It was their duty. They made ready for war. Your dominion over the East is strong.
Alright, cool. So I reckon the play that we should do to begin with is basically just sit back and try and build up our regions as much as possible. Expanding in the early game is almost pointless because any settlement you take is pretty much worthless and just will tie up funds to build up. Better let the AI build up their settlements before you take it. So any wars that we've got going on right now, let's end them.
In time, two things
It's just,
always
I've always got a bit of a policy.
and uninvited guests.
Any war that doesn't
then,
serve
before I lose
a
interest
purpose
and
or
my
some sort of reward for fighting it is not worth anything. So we end it. That's fine. I'm not interested in fighting wars out of hatred or anything like that. It's just petty. Alright, White Huns as well.
My time is
If I'm going to fight a war, I want to profit from it. If I can't profit from it, I'm not interested in fighting the war. That's why I don't like doing defensive wars. Nothing to profit from a defensive war. Okay, now we have a absolute arseload of vassals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And they should all be paying tribute, right? Let's have a look. If we have a look at our breakdown, I guess a lot of that comes down to other. It'd be good if they actually made a breakdown. Oh, actually, I think there is. Let me have a look here. So, puppet tributaries. That's a lot of money made from these puppets. But, yeah, so they get 100% extra income from puppet states. But I'm not really that interested in creating new puppets right now. And probably eventually I will want to take these guys. I just don't trust the AI, even allies or puppets on Legendary difficulty. I really just don't trust them. Anyway, so first thing we want to do, I think, is just focus on economy. I don't really need a powerful military right now. Better that we focus on money more than anything. This region here, sort of out of the way, but if I send them to go defend it, they should be able to defend against at least a full Roman stack. Plus, if I upgrade this, it'll give us some extra bows in there. Actually, it makes it quite defensible. But I don't expect to be fighting the Romans right now. They should have their hands full with other things. So, Himir, if we can get a trade agreement with you, that would be good. Good.
Now, friend, speak plainly.
Anyone else? Eastern Roman Empire, I'm happy to trade with you. Nope, they won't have it. Sassanids.
I am here. Then.
Nope. They're not going to have any of that. Okay, that's all good. So yeah, I expect that the first thing we're going to have to deal with are going to be the White Huns. So they've got 3 armies. I'm going to set a war coordination target on them for my allies, so that I don't have to deal with it. Fighting these hordes, I don't have anything to benefit from it, so why bother? Now, another great thing about the Sassanids, this is probably one of the most overpowered things about this faction. The bigger you get, the healthier they get. For every provincial capital that we hold, gets 1 sanitation for every one of our regions, meaning that we never need to actually build any sanitation buildings. If we manage to just get, say, 10 provincial capitals, that'll be enough to cover us. Now, we start off with 3, so we will need to expand at some point, but just not yet. Most of the stuff is just going to be level 1 or 2 buildings, not requiring too much squalor. Now, I don't feel the need to have any military buildings right now. There's limited build slots, we're better off going off with economy. We can rebuild these later when it's time to build up the army. Plus this will give us some funds to work with next turn. We don't have a whole lot here, need to make do with what we've got. Same with these sacred sites here, let's have a look. So it does provide some public order, but since I've got enough armies that even if these settlements revolted, I could just squash the rebellion, get rid of it. Plus there's better ways of getting public order. Takes up a whole building slot, let's make a more effective building there. Okay, so over here, this is decent, it's got a decent amount of public order and Zoroastrianism. So let's hire priests. Let's have a look what we got here. Let's hire 1 this turn, because I prefer to hire them nice and young. This one was only 23. That way you get to have them for a lot longer. Their job is obviously to maintain public order. Alright, so what else? Governors. Alright, let's have a look here. Alright, everything except for this province here I think can take a governor. Can always adjust it later as we expand or whatever. Okay, and then we have reduced religious unrest. So yeah, we really don't need the religious buildings if we've got access to that. So that produces a lot of squalor, but squalor is not really a big issue for us. It's just a matter of whether or not we can actually sell off that purple dye. Which is worth a reasonable amount. Well, here's something that is non-negotiable build slot. Can't actually adjust that, so I might as well upgrade it, and that'll produce more spices. Another thing that's overpowered with the Sassanids is their ability to create camel herds, because camels are not affected by fertility, which by the end of the campaign, nowhere is fertile. But since it's not affected by fertility, it always produces 130 food from animal production, which is the most base out of any of these food buildings. Some of the Romans can't build either, giving us an advantage over them in the late game. Alright, so Okay, so food here is a problem. So we're gonna need we need more food. Build a camel herd there. Fuck me, that uses up a lot of food. Alright. Because minus reduction in food causes public order issues, I think to a maximum of minus 20, which is a lot. Right, so even if it doesn't even matter if you've got this under control. Every region needs to produce food. It's kind of weird how if you import food, it causes public order problems. Okay, town commons. Let's see what else is there. Just going to see what has the highest potential for earnings. So we've got 1,650 here, 2,500 here from carpet maker, but causes a lot of public order problems. If we go down town commons, provides public order, cost of food, increased tax rate, 1,250, half the public order problems. Now I think I will go for this. I feel like I'm going to be able to maintain public order. A squalor is not going to be an issue. So yeah, build a local industry there so we can make more money. Maybe one of those in every province. But we'll see how we go. Alright, what else? Not a big fan of the gold buildings, they just cause a lot of public order issues, which again is weird. So yeah, the waterworks here. That provides some food, but food's not an issue for us. Sanitation, we're not going to need that. That does provide some public order and wealth as well. But there's other things that'll provide more wealth. So that's just... Okay, it's not the same actually. See, it's only -8 if you get it from a minor settlement. -8 squalor, and so that's actually not ideal to be built here. Build them in a minor settlement instead. What else? Well, if we build the plaza, yeah, we're going to build the plaza. Look at all these options here. So let's have a look. You know, just have to look end down the line to see what we're going to get eventually. So yeah, building a grand palace in every province seems like a good idea. Increases tax rate, provides some wealth, public order, at the cost of food. Food shouldn't be an issue for us. And then of course, just for the capital though, right? I'm pretty sure I can only build one of these. Pretty sure, because it provides public order +1 to all provinces. Yeah, you have to build that in the capital. Yeah. Whatever the case is, there's loads of things in here, so building another one will be fine. And that's pretty much all my money spent. Camels going. Anything else to build? Nope. Should we increase taxes? Well, gives us a fair amount extra money, but it's totally going to fuck up our public order. We're going to have revolts all over the place, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. But still, at this stage here, let's just keep it under control, because if we have the public order to be getting good, these provinces will grow faster and provide higher taxes. Alright, moving on. Didn't need to make any military moves.
We beg for a treaty between our peoples.
Happy to do so, but you gotta pay me some cash. Fine. 200's nothing, but I would not intend to go to war with them anyway. That's to be expected. It's not a problem though. Like I said, I don't really care about my vassals. And if they come in and like burn these settlements to the ground, I can then capture these settlements or reoccupy them without having to go to war with my vassals. Yeah, nothing to be worried about now. So the tender kids over here. As long as they leave me alone, I don't have a problem with them.
My lord.
Okay. Public order testifying hasn't been fixed because we need the camels in here. We need more food. Suppose building one of those in every uses up a lot of food. So we're gonna need the priest. Let's have a look. Good, extra. Research rate is 26 years old. It's not so bad. Alright, I'm gonna move you into this province here.
As you command, my lord. I must pause to practice. Where is Maud? How can I serve you?
So I'll demolish that here so that I can build it here instead. And over here I want to build the town commons. Okay, we got public order issues here. Definitely want spies. Courthouse there. It'll be a while before these guys come down fully, and hopefully these guys here wreck them up a bit before they get here.
It is an
Alright, that's what we can do. Moving on. Now, of course, this is going to cost me money in terms of the amount of money that I would get from my vassals, but... oh well. Could send armies to go and deal with them, but I've told my vassals to go do it. So 2 out of 3 of these regions are desolate. If he destroys this one as well, then I'll occupy the entire province. Alright, so that provided us with noble estate. That's not a big deal. It's just more a case of wanting this. Fair amount of money coming from agriculture. Might as well go for that first. Also, what building provides extra research? So that provides the most public order, plus 21. Okay, so the academy, which is from the courthouse. Because, yeah, increasing our research rate will certainly help. There's a lot of stuff just locked behind a tech wall. A lot of military buildings for the Sassanids. I'm just looking at what's actually available to them. I could just build a lot of like courthouses and stuff. Yeah, decent amount of money from that. Will cause more public order issues, but that's okay. This will help fix it. Just sort of waiting for more of these to... I just can't build another one right now. Unless I want to build a... Holy Brazier. And we move on. Actually, my income went up by quite a lot. Ah, fuck, forgot to deploy them. Not a big deal, but If I can help negate this public order loss, that would help. I don't think those white Huns are going to spet Zion spam. Who are the Sabirs? This is another reason why I don't like having lots of vassals. They get declared war on a lot. Of course I'll have to go in and side with them. If I lose my reliability, all of my vassals will just turn against me. Who the hell are they? Oh, they're all the way up here. Don't worry about it then.
My lord.
Too far away to worry about it just right now.
My words are yours to direct.
Good. Hasn't got the public order under control yet, but it's a start.
Truth may walk through the words and out.
Good. This is under control now. Needs more food, causing public order issues. So we've got camels here, right? 2 camels, yeah, because this region's already got poor fertility. The fertility will eventually disappear entirely. Got 70 food here, so we can justify building that, which will help increase our Zoroastrianism. The fuck is this from here? Local traditions. Get rid of that shit. Alright, moving on. Seems weird just sitting around like not really doing anything militarily, but I know what it's like. You go and capture a settlement, it's like, wow, this settlement increases your income by 100, and then it has massive public order issues. It's like, don't even bother with it.
I speak with a simple tongue without trick.
Keep it within my family. I don't even know who that was. Okay, let's have a look at these positions here. So there's oh, this might be causing a few public order issues. We're probably better off bringing it down to about either here or here. Balance is usually the best place. So if I want to do that, I need to spend some influence. So, let's see here. This provides reduced construction costs. So that's good for governors. Alright, so governors can sit in there, provide a lot of extra public order. But they need enough influence. Then this next one, reduce upkeep. Then, nothing too interesting. Nothing too interesting. Melee defense is useful. But it's only for that army. Alright then. Now these guys are getting dangerously close to this region here, which will not be able to defend itself properly. But if you come here, I'm confident I can defend against anything they send at us. So, Persian levy. I mean, most of their units would be cavalry, but we've already got... Why is he damaged? Oh, did we take desert attrition or something? Oh, aren't we supposed to be immune? I guess not. You think we would be?
At your service.
Need more growth. So yeah, just thinking about this one here. How much is the diatom's worth? I mean, it's really not a big increase in income, is it? Yeah. Why not? It's not expensive. Actually, it is. So don't do it then. I'll just leave it there, but I'm not going to upgrade it right now. Okay, so in these ones here, let's have a look. So, provides public order at the cost of food, provides money. That also increases tax rate. I'm going to go with this. Got to increase my income, which has been increasing pretty nicely so far. So yeah, I want to go down the thread make it path, because there's just way more money in that. Reducing construction costs for the province, that doesn't really concern me too much. That's a big increase in income.
How may I serve Persia?
Sometimes mercenaries can be quite cheap. Let's see what's available here. Getting a couple of extra slingers might go a long way. Yeah, you come up here, because I might need you two to double team this motherfucker. If he continues to push his way down here. Problem though, public order here is going to go downhill a little bit. Still, it'll be a little while before it actually revolts. I'll try and fix it before then. Moving on. Already gained a level up. I guess it's already been a year. Okay, good. Increased public order and... I mean, yeah, his job is to sort of maintain public order right now, so go with that.
Ready for orders.
Moving on. Now, I think these guys are still damaged from when they took out those settlements. What's this? Cartley. Fine. Gotta support my vassals. Income's swelling up nicely. Use stuff. Good, public order here's gone up Very high. Nicely. Public order here is actually doing really well now. So Armenian spears replace Persian levy. Armenian spears are actually pretty damn good. But I know that Persian bowmen are like twice the cost of Persian bows, and they're not twice as good. So I don't know. Let's just finish this up here, get that extra +1 public order. It doesn't seem like much, but it all adds up.
My lord. At your service.
Ready for battle.
We fight for you, my lord. Ready for orders, my lord.
Let them get a little bit closer. If he's got the balls to actually try and attack us here, you go right for it. But if they start coming around over here, that could be a problem. Anyway, we've got a good amount of money coming in. Let's build. I can train spies now. Yeah, get the youngest one.
How may I serve you?
Greetings in the name of the state, and so...
Good, moving on. This guy's corrupt. Oh well. Don't really have to worry about it too much right now. It's only increased it by like 1%. But as we get big, that would become a big problem. I'd have to fire him for that.
We come to speak words of strength. Reply then with the strength that welcomes peace.
They've got a lot of enemies, but most of these guys are me. They might decide to attack us at a time that's not really suitable for us. I'll continue fighting them. Yeah. Because we could wipe them out. They're not like the regular Huns. They don't get free armies all the time. So no, we can go straight to hell. Like I said, I'm not too concerned about my vassals. Income still swelling up nicely. Still just out of range.
We fight for you, my lord.
And here's the thing, if I go and stand right here, I can't guarantee that he's going to go and make the attack. Just be patient. But maybe these two guys together will knock him off. I don't know.
How may I serve?
Come over here and hinder his movement.
My lord.
So if we increase it further again, that'll give us an additional 560. Public order here is good now. Oh, but it's largely because it's autumn. And it's a good autumn at that. Right. Suppose we can justify doing that right now. That'll actually provide more public order than we'll lose. How are we going for squalor? It'll be okay. Even though I would eventually want to switch it over to camels, we don't need to do that right away. Okay, and then that would allow us to justify this. And that's all of our money gone. Moving on. There's really no need for us to expand on anyone else's territory until we've finished building up all of our regions. Because money is power. Without money, we can't pay for our troops.
We come to speak words of strength. Reply then with the strength that welcomes peace.
Where would you go then? No. No. I mean, the 1,000 is tempting, but I'd rather get rid of these guys so they're not a problem for me later on. And in all honesty, what's going on here does not bother me. Yes, vassals can make money. Yes, you can trade with your vassals. But vassals also get themselves into wars that you don't want to fight. And I'd rather not be dragged down because of them. Anyway, with the vassals gone, I'll take that territory. Parthia's gone. Don't really care.
At your command.
Okay, so these guys here can actually come and help us.
Awaiting Persia's bidding, my lord. At your command.
Take a little bit of attrition getting here.
We
There's
fight
probably no
for
need to fight
you,
this battle
my
manually. They shouldn't run away again. Yep, cool. And auto-resolve would pretty much guarantee that they're going to die. If I fight it manually, they won't get wiped out. Auto-resolve in this game is very powerful. Balance stance is usually pretty safe. Yep. Ha, they're the ones that took all the damage. And then I don't expect to be in any more fights for a little while, so I'll take that ransom. It's not a lot. But they can't replace that army very easily. That is a big win for us there. Not really a big win, it's more like a big lose for them.
How may I serve you?
Actually, I'll send you up here, hinder them.
I go.
My words are yours to direct.
Okay, where's Persuade? That's the next thing I want him to have.
How can I serve you?
Just wondering if I should go and occupy these territories here. The thing is, it's this region here that I need the most so I can get that extra sanitation. Sure as shit not going to go to war with them for it. So we'll just leave it be for the time being. Need more food here. Alright, let's see, what can we build? Food's at 80, good. It's kind of a frontier region, so it might be a good idea to develop this. It'll also provide more public order and extra wealth and growth. Excuse me. And let's move on.
At your command.
What's this? That's only when governor. How the hell did he become... Why do they always get such shit traits right off the bat? At least he's relatively old. He won't live forever. Fuck me, he always gets shit traits. He didn't even do anything. So the first action he did was kill them. That should go to a governor. Take this and campaign movement range is probably going to be very helpful, especially given that Huns are in the area.
My lord.
Okay, all of my regions are pretty under control. Which one's the least under control? This one here. So we'll have a chat to you. And you can have that, providing more public order. And let's move on. So I think what we'll do is we'll make this first episode 90 minutes long, and every episode after this will be 1 hour.
I speak with honest and honorable.
If you want some of my women, you gotta pay up. Especially if they're good. Like if it's crap, then I don't care. I wonder if I should send this to be the war goal. Alright, so let's have a look here. My lord, as one of your tax collectors, I must report that some citizens have been withholding payment of your just taxes. Try and persuade them. So what's your fucking problem? Office given to subordinate. Suppose I can get you to secure his loyalty. I don't really feel the need to adopt him. We've got too much power as it is. Alright, let's set the war coordination target to still put them on the White Huns. I really want to get rid of them more than anything.
All men must serve.
Be a good idea if we can see what they're up to.
My work is done.
How may I serve Persia? To your duties, men.
That public order here is fine. Okay, we have sanitation issues here, so if we want to improve this region, we need to take another regional capital. The thing is, I'd rather secure the east before going west. Alright, what I'm going to do, I'm going to send you
My lord.
up this way to occupy towns. Oh, it's dangerous up this way, though. See, I was going to cancel their puppet. I mean, I make a little bit of money out of them. Then I'll take him out, and that way I'll have this region here.
My master extends the most magnificent welcome to you and your honorable people. What wisdom do you bring?
Let's just wait for them to continue. Let's just get rid of the White Huns first before we think about getting rid of any vassals. Because they can just deal with the White Huns for me, for the most part. And let's move on. Income's swelling up nicely, 9,000. It's pretty good. Tripled our income. in the space of 2 years. What happened with that? Oh, right, I see. Okay. So, we were unable to secure his loyalty. Well, then try again. Losing a bit of control is fine. In fact, that helps with public order. Not that public order is an issue right now, but once we've got all these under control, we'll think about expanding. What to build next. So, upgrading this will cost 30 food, which it has. Oh, hang on, some of these other things are using up food as well, so I'm not sure if there's enough. It's got 30 food. Just leave it be. Only 20 food here. We need growth. Well, that's just going to cause squalor and public order issues, which isn't actually an issue, so go ahead with that. Anything else? You dickwit. Oh, that's only for governed province, so that's okay. You dislike war. So what will give us some more growth? So all of these techs here, once they're all done, will give us +3 growth. Okay, well, moving on. Oh, hang on, I've still got a little bit of cash, that's what I can do. Still not sure about these dye tubs. I mean, I'd end up making more money with the food, and I don't need it for any buildings, I think. Thing is, I'll forget about it. I forget to build it later. Well, why don't we upgrade it now, and if we come across another purple dye area, just don't build it up later. Alright, good, moving on.
Awaiting Persia's bidding, my lord.
It's a real quiet start. Yeah, if the White Huns don't make new armies soon, they're going to be dealing with a lot of my vassals. They're going to come straight for them. At least that's what I've told them to do. I could send all of my forces to go deal with them, but you know, they're maintaining public order. And killing the White Huns, what do we gain from it? Nothing. I'll only go and fight the White Huns if they come into my territory itself. More influential than the ruler, that's not good. What can we do about that? So this guy, which one's him? He's a governor, so I do actually want him to stay there because it provides public order. I wanted this one here to move up to there. He still needs more influence. It's going to take a while for him to get that. I mean, as long as this doesn't hit 0, it should be fine. Oh good, we got some growth here. Alright. What are the issues? I think we need more food. Now, we've already got 2 camel herds here, but there's still more food that we can gain. Alright, this region here has... well, just trying to decide where. Okay, I'm going to put it here. And that'll give us a bit of extra food. Since this region's poor, definitely don't build wheat here. And if we upgrade the food supplies, we can upgrade the city, right? Yeah, should be fine. Do it. But it is autumn. I don't have access to gems. Public order here is not an issue, so what about... yeah, squalor is an issue, so I really do need to expand. Because I don't really want to build sanitation buildings. Waste of a build slot if I can sort out another solution. Well, it's already on there, so we're just waiting for it to happen.
How may I serve, Persia?
Okay, he's never going to level up if we don't do this.
Breaking things is entertaining.
So that sucks, but I need him to level up so I can get him to reduce corruption. But that's an easy way for us to level him up. Alright, fuck it, let's go for it. Actually, no, it causes a lot of... You know what? The Eastern Empire is probably falling to pieces by now.
Greetings in
Stick
the
your
name of the
non-aggression up
state.
your ass. Alright, let's get ready to take Edessa.
At your command.
I mean, all I can recruit is garbage, but
We fight for you, my lord.
I shouldn't need any more than garbage. I'm going to need you to come back down this way. Forget about them, we're going to declare war on the Eastern Empire. They border us.
We fight for you, my lord.
Plus, I could just... let me just see here. To avoid going to war with its vassals, I could just... let's see, who's at war with? The Tanakids. Speak with the Tanakids and join the war against them. But if I do it right now, I'll lose a lot of reliability. Okay, so money-wise, we're pretty good. Just start spamming Persian levy in here. Just to fill up numbers. Okay, moving on.
Ready for battle.
We fire this arrow straight and true.
I'm going to make use of her later on. Which is worth more to me than friggin' 800.
We fight for you, my lord.
And we get 2,000 by defeating them, but what's the point? Because these armies... where does it say how much they would cost? Yeah. See, if I sent him over there, it's at least a 2 or 3 turn journey. It'd cost me more than I'd make. Should have cancelled the non-aggression pact a while ago. Oh well. Alright, so that's all done there now. Now if I do this, that'll give us access to Armenian spears. But hopefully they're not too expensive, because it'll suck if they are. I don't know what their cost is likely to be, but they're tier 2 units.
Get the stakes up!
Pausing to contemplate death.
Now, even if you fail this time, I'm pretty sure you'll get enough experience to level up. Alright, good. Yep. And then we just bring him back in here. You can level up this way.
At your service.
Good. Now, if enemy agents start coming through here, we can convert them to our side.
At your command.
So what's your problem? Why are you having issues? Faction -3. Well, whatever. Okay, next thing. Okay, sanitation's an issue. I might just leave it as it. Oh, that's going to provide squalor, isn't it? Well, that's why we're getting ready to take Edessa, so we can expand.
We fight for you, my lord.
Jeez, that's an expensive fucker. The Persian hurlers aren't expensive, though. Take those. We'll probably need some artillery if we want to
Ready for orders.
take Edessa, but we'll hire them when we need it.
It is an honor to serve you.
Oh, geez, the sanitation here is not good. We actually need to conquer like 5 provinces to fix that. Soon to, yeah. Suppose we could build a, where is it? A well here, just for the time being. Because this region here is really not under control. And it will help with growth. It's just a temporary building. Not much food here. Can't do much. If I build up these regions, it'll cost up a lot of food. I could do one, but best to leave some in reserve. Yeah, now's definitely a good time to expand.
We fight for you, my lord.
Actually, why don't you come down over here?
Ready for
That
further
way.
orders.
Make use of that.
Ready for battle.
Ready for orders.
You've got the artillery. Okay. Get over here. I'm going to leave you in charge of dealing with the White Huns, which seems like no one's even bothering with them. But you're going to just send 3 armies to go and take on the Eastern Roman Empire. Which should be easy. I mean, we'll just grab a bit of territory, because it looks like I'm going to save a bit of cash now. There's just no point in me building anything else up. Just due to the penalties that will be inflicted. So, moving on. Okay, there's the anti-corruption thing. That's what we need to aim for next. God, I hope they finish that army off. Because it looks like it got beaten to shit. Then again, so did they. But They got no recovery, and we
Your
do.
next move is simple. You take this offer, and we both prosper from it.
No.
I speak with...
Ready for orders.
He's not gaining any influence. Yeah, this guy has issues. More influential than the ruler. Well then, the ruler, this guy here, is going to need to be initiating these attacks.
How may I serve Persia?
Yeah, that out of favor really doesn't help.
We fight for you, my lord. March! Is that all,
What's this?
my lord?
We can hit them first.
How may I serve Persia?
This turn, though.
I am no one. Is there nothing more? I will come from the darkness.
I must have run out of movement. Okay, so from here.
Awaiting Persia's bidding, my lord.
At your command. Come
So
join
just
our
throwing some crap. So yeah, we'll hit them first because that'll be easy. Although this is the thing we really needed. The thing is, we still got to wait like a few turns before our non-aggression pact timeout thing is done. Really need to make sure my reliability is kept pristine, or else I'll lose all my vassals straight away. Alright, let's see what we can build. So we've got 30 food here, can't do shit with that. If I upgrade this, helps to keep sanitation under control, and provides a bit of extra growth. I mean, I got the money for it. Maybe best to save up the money. This is but this one here's got issues. I really don't want disease breaking out. Alright, just do it. Lack of food here. Can't do anything. We'll have a lack of food once that's been done. Alright, moving on. Alright. Kind of glad they did that, because now I can step in there and take that, the whole province. However, it's not safe going up that way. And of course it's going to be in complete ruin.
I offer this.
The sword was drawn, but
Yeah, I had
now
no
it
interest
is
in fighting
bloodied.
them,
End
so
this feud.
let them go home. Okay, good. That's actually good timing, because I need another general.
A man has many
What's
faces.
this?
Can I assist you further?
At your command.
Yeah, that's right, they're twice as fucking expensive. The Armenian spears are more expensive, but not by that much.
We fight for you, my lord.
Ready for orders.
So if we have a look here, they're military allies with Tanukids. Yeah. They've settled down, so it's not really a big issue. But I was going to use... Oh, hang on. Look, we can hit Edessa. Amida doesn't matter so much. We need Edessa. So, what we can do... If I was to go to this and go declare war...
Quickly. Do not expect the good wine to ease your...
Yeah, we don't want to just outright declare war. Find who hates them. And be like, hey, you want me to go to war against... it drags you in with all of them.
Has a collection of Dallard's parts.
But it doesn't bring you at war with any of their allies. Let's have a look. So there's the Sassanids. Yeah, I don't want to go to war with the Sassanids.
Come then.
So... And the other guys, Lazica, and I'm pretty sure it's like the one down here that don't need to worry about. Okay, join war against...
Talk to my major domo.
Lost a little bit of reliability, but nothing major.
Awaiting Persia's bidding, my lord. I am eager to serve.
How may I serve Persia? Laying siege to the settlement.
So there's absolutely no need for us to fight this battle manually. It'd be a waste of time.
On the move, my lord.
Ready for orders. Laying siege to
We just
the
throw
settlement.
everyone that we've got here together, just because it will give them some experience. Totally overkill, but... We've got these armies, why not use them? I'm probably going to go with the loot and occupy, because that money will come in handy. I'm probably going to have to demolish most of the buildings here anyway. And causing a revolt to happen isn't a bad thing.
My lord.
My lord.
How may I serve Persia? Awaiting Persia's bidding, my lord.
Treading softly.
Alright, so let's have a look here. Yeah. I need to convert that. But if I demolish it, it'll still be... Forum. Just demolish that. Yeah, just demolish this as well. I'll get some money back, and that way I won't consume as much food. Just let that repair on its own. But that was good, because now we should have access to 4 sanitation.
How may I serve?
I don't want these guys going anywhere. Failed 3 times in a row, you
At your
dipshit.
command.
Does that make them immune
My
to attrition?
lord.
Okay, cool.
We fight for you, my lord.
Oh wait, they won't go in camp mode. Hang on, how much movement do I have to have? 50%.
Awaiting Persia's
Attrition in my own
bidding,
fucking
lord.
lands. Okay, we'll come to here then.
At once. Journey completed. It is a great and glorious thing to fight for our cause.
So we need a new army. Let's have a look here. What do we need? Master Planner sounds good.
We fight for you, my lord.
Although his job is just to occupy this. I know it'll cost more doing it this way, but I need my army in good shape, because we got a bit of fighting out here to do, probably. Possibly. So they're still at war with these guys. Whatever, I don't care about them anyway. Alright, so that tech was done. Let's see what else is there. Sogdian warriors will replace Persian brigade. Alright, fine, whatever. Hopefully, I'm pretty sure the Sogdian warriors are pretty damn decent. Alright, what do you need? Yeah, campaign movement range and... yeah, extra melee defensive infantry units will be quite useful. Money is just not an issue for us, so great units, not a problem.
Ready for battle.
So there will be a revolt there over the end turn. That's okay. Could happen over here. Again, okay. Actually,
ready for orders.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Okay, you can afford one more sanitation issue here. So let's see. Horse breeder will be good for cavalry. Sheep is good for money. Okay, let's see what's best for food, because that's what's going to be the biggest problem, I think. Sheep's good, really good for money, actually. Probably get more food out of, only marginally out of Nicaean stables, so I'd say we go with sheep. Cause sanitation issues. Don't need to worry about money though. We're good for that at the moment. Okay, moving on. So let's have a look here. Administrator, tax rate, or patron? We'll go with tax rate. Moving on.
Ready for battle.
Alright. So that's good for integrity, misnomage. What's this do? Immune to desert attrition. Yeah, we kind of fucking need that. Plus reducing the upkeep cost for land units. Yeah, that's crucial. Everything's gonna need that. I knew that they were immune to desert attrition from somewhere. Just didn't know where. Alright, moving on. Now these guys here, they not wiped out, but they were my okay, now they're wiped out. Never mind, I was going to talk about it for a bit, but White Huns made that pointless. Why did my income go down so much? It's not a big deal. Maybe it's just because I've recruited a lot of extra units. That's fine. Did you get rid of them? No, you didn't. That means they've run away once, right? Which means
At your command.
you can kill them.
The cowards.
Now, we haven't had a battle so far in this camp, in this episode, and I know people are going to be like, 90 minutes and I haven't seen a single battle. So I'll fight this one manually just so people can have a battle, whatever. This hasn't been a cause for it to fight any battles manually so far. Alright. Do these guys have Parthian shot? Nope, that means they're shit in terms of horse archers. You think the Persians would have Parthian shot? And yet the Huns have Parthian shot. I've seen these guys scouting around. Of course, any of the horse archers that the enemy have would easily overpower our guys, but like I said, I'm just scouting. I need to know where they are. And what formations they're on, and...
Fools! Rise up if we have sighted the enemy!
Get back. Okay, so that didn't really work out so well there.
Pagan back! Mounted bowmen!
Sped Zion archers. Oh god, they're a pain in the ass to deal with. Or they're awesome if you're the one controlling them. There would be almost... No, it would be pointless for us to even get into a skirmish with them. They are fucking invincible. I just realized something. If I kill the enemy general, I'm not wiping out this army. I have to win this battle without killing the enemy general. I know some people be like, what do you mean? Technically the general has already run away from battle. This is something I learned from Warhammer 2 very recently actually, and I used to wonder why fighting the battles manually would save the army when auto-resolve wouldn't. And it had a lot to do with the general being killed. When you auto-resolve, generally speaking, the general doesn't get killed. Sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't. Now, if he doesn't get... If the general fights a battle, retreats, and then the next battle dies, his army still has the ability to run away, but if he survives, then he technically has suffered 2 defeats, and the entire army gets wiped out. That's how it works. So we have to try not to kill him. Certainly not required that we do kill him, considering, you know, the balance of power was so much in our favour. But just from a strategic point of view, this is definitely an auto-resolvable battle, and if you're thinking I'm going to be doing a lot of this kind of shit in this campaign, no. Okay, you get this one for free, but after this episode, I'll fucking auto-resolve these if I feel like I need to. There's no point fighting a battle like this. Anyway, fighting the Huns out in the field, generally speaking, not a good idea. Shit, we're actually tired.
It's an ambush!
Outrange us as well. This terrain here is awful for us. These guys need a rest, obviously. Luckily they're so close to the red line that they don't really have anywhere to go.
We have revealed their concealed men.
Alright, we're gonna move forward now. Go. Oh shit, don't kill the enemy general. Because otherwise they're gonna get away.
The enemy is going for our general. Protect him.
It's funny, I'm pulling back from this to jeopardizing the battle because I'm thinking strategically. Because it's gonna outgame the game. Man, they got a lot of fucking skirmishes. What am I supposed to do when they just sacrifice their general like this? Don't kill the enemy general. Pull them back. Trying to avoid killing him. So silly. Stop sacrificing your general. I'm really surprised they never bothered to nerf Spetzion archers, the most overpowered unit in the game. Stop trying to kill the enemy general, don't do it. Where'd my missile unit go? Stop it, I don't want to kill you. God damn it. These Spetzions just do not want to die.
Our men have given up and are running for their lives.
No, I do not want to kill you. This guy's not far at will. Do not shoot the enemy general. Do not kill him. Fuck me.
The men have thrown down their weapons and are fleeing.
Get these guys off the battlefield. Do not kill the enemy general. So stupid. Oh, I can't withdraw from. Oh yeah, okay, there it is.
Our men are rallying. They're not done yet. Awaiting orders.
So yeah, I'm assuming. I've got to assume that they've already retreated once before their turn. So assuming that when we win here, that if he doesn't die, this whole army gets wiped out. But if I had killed the enemy general, then I would have had to go chasing them, and I don't want to do that. Okay, where's my archers? Okay, if I could give him a whistling shot and flaming shot simultaneously, maybe he'll run away. Because they've got nothing left, right? He wants to die. What's a guy to do? I can't put any more morale penalties on him than that. Fuck!
general is dead!
You watch, they'll get away now. Should have auto resolved it. Duh. Damn, those spat Zions. Oh, yeah. Oh, look, they don't have any spat Zions at least. Yeah, I was right.
Ready for battle. On the move, my
Very
lord.
unlikely I'm going to catch them again anytime soon.
We fight for you, my lord.
Okay, now you,
My lord.
I need you to get over here quickly and occupy this.
Ready for
If we're lucky, actually, he'll get a turn before we do. Let me just try and hinder him.
I will call forth the power of the jinn.
4 times in a row you have failed
How
me,
may I
you
serve
dipshit.
Persia?
Oh, I could have... Wait, what? Persian Brigade? Oh, okay, never mind. Alright. Finish those off.
Ready for battle.
These guys have already withdrawn once.
Ready for orders.
Alright, I want to
How
send...
may I serve Persia?
send you down to finish them off.
Run them through! Ready for orders. Any man who drops is left behind.
Now I want to take Amida.
My lord.
At your command.
Should have enough to do it, so if I... Problem is I go to war with the Tanner kids, which they're probably not going to live that long anyway.
Speak your terms. Give words plentiful.
Ready for battle. Besieging settlement.
Okay, the odds are pretty normal just off that. When I send the other army in,
Settlement for you,
it's like,
my
it'll be
lord.
fine.
Laying siege to the settlement.
See, there was no need to fight it manually. Results there are just fine. Probably couldn't have done better myself. There's not much money to be gained from looting it, so we'll just occupy.
My lord.
My lord.
Okay, now according to this, there's going to be another revolt, so let's let that revolt happen. You just stay there because you took a bit of damage.
Ready for battle. Come, join our ranks.
How may I serve Persia?
Okay, yeah, just had to make sure there wasn't going to be a Roman army hitting us. Because we want to get control of this province here quickly. So that I can move on and conquer something else. Be cheaper for me to dismantle it and then just replace that with camels, rather than repair and replace. Okay, public order here is fine. I want to move you up this way so that next turn you can not only spread
A sword
influence,
needs a
but
whetstone. A mind needs
keep it under
stone.
control. So yeah, more authority means more public order for him.
We fight for you, my lord. At your command.
You should have this.
Ready for battle.
If they capture the other regions in this province, I mean, might as well go and capture that. Well, let's just one thing at a time. Okay, we just reached an hour and a half, so next autosave will end the episode there. Okay, I think we're all good here. What are we going to build in Amida? Okay, we already got the local industry here, so let's build the town commons. And let's move on.
How may I serve Persia?
Yeah. So I reckon these guys here are just going to bugger off now. I really should have auto-resolved that. That's going to bite me in the ass, I'm sure. Because that army is going to rebuild its strength. And if I had auto-resolved it, that army would be dead. I would have taken fewer casualties as well. It's not going to be possible for me to catch up with them now. But it's okay. We're in such a solid place. It doesn't matter. We can afford to make... I even said right before I did the battle that I should have fought the battle. I should have auto-resolved it. But the thing is, sometimes with this game, this is part of the things that I don't like about it. In order to make this game efficient, you have to make moves that are just not particularly fun. Like, spamming all spears and just auto-resolving it is one of the most effective ways to play this. Especially in the early game. Alright, there'll be a rebel to deal with, right? Yeah. Did that get sacked? Because if it did, then good opportunity for me to take it. Alright. If I send him in there... Did I lose a unit? No, I think he was already at 19. If I send him in here... It won't cost me as much to replace... to occupy it. But, you know, be damaged. I don't think anyone's coming out over this way. Because... I can't even keep up with them now. They're going straight for him. Alright, I'll risk it. I'll send the other one over the other way. Oh, I forgot how expensive it is.
Ready for orders. Besieging settlement.
But luckily I've got the money, so that's not an issue.
My lord.
But gaining control of that means we now have access to 5 free sanitation. Now I just need to quickly try and grab that before someone else does.
Awaiting Persia's bidding, my lord.
What about this?
It is an honor to serve you. I thrive.
Okay, I'm going
on
to send you over
vengeance
here.
and account.
Let's go take that.
Ready for orders. My lord.
Good, Kartli's gone. But it's just an odd settlement out, I suppose. Stables. Quarry. Knock that down one. Let that repair on its own. And then we'll replace it later down the track. Because I could repair it now. I mean, I've got the money, but it will repair on its own. I don't need the money from this region. Okay, so you take this out. And then we'll end the episode here. Alright guys, that's the end of this episode, so like and subscribe, part 2 is next, and don't forget to visit me on Facebook. See you next time, fuckers.